Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the Palmerston North Square on such a lovely Manawatu evening, wouldn't you agree? I can tell you now that you're in for a treat comprising of spectacular music and military ceremony. Prior to the commencement of the fantastic 1812 Overture by Tchaikovsky, featuring the guns from the 16th Field Regiment, this will be then followed by the military beating retreat ceremony, signifying the end of the military working day. I would now like to introduce to you Palmerston North Brass and the New Zealand Army Band, who combined are going to perform for you 4 musical numbers. This has been a great opportunity for both bands to perform together. And I can tell you now that a large percentage of the New Zealand Army Band personnel began their musical career within community bands from around the country. And the Palmerston North Brass Band are enjoying the experience of performing with one of the finest military marching bands in the world. Without further ado, I would like to introduce to you the musical director of Palmerston North Brass, Mr. David Mars, with the first number, Putting on the Ritz. Putting on the Ritz, ladies and gentlemen, featuring on solo cornet, Private Kyle Lawson. We would like to take this opportunity now to slow the tempo right down for you. I've had the pleasure of hearing this piece of music many, many times, and it's one of my favourite traditional New Zealand pieces. And for those of us within the crowd that have a few years' experience upon us, you will remember this tune at the evening, or in the evening, when TV used to actually stop. I hope you remember the tune that was played at that time. I think it was like Good Night Kiwi. And yes, children, TV did used to stop. If you do know the piece, ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful traditional New Zealand piece, Hine e Hine. Ladies and gentlemen, Palmerston North Brass and New Zealand Army Band with musical director David Mars. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're ever wanting an evening of entertainment from now on, please look in the local papers or advertising around the local community for any concert involving the Palmerston North Brass. I'm sure you will be in for a musical treat. Right now, I'd like to take the opportunity to announce on stage the bandmaster of the New Zealand Army Band, Staff Sergeant Phil Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, the New Zealand Army Band is one of New Zealand's Army's public relation units that goes around providing a lot of musical support to state and ceremonial occasions, also providing entertainment for local schools and sporting events in New Zealand, and also getting the honour of being able to perform on the other side of the world at such events as the Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo, the Basel Tattoo Switzerland, and the band had a tremendous honour this year of being involved in the Queen's 90th birthday celebration at Windsor. Once again, it's a great opportunity for us to showcase New Zealand talent that we have on stage here for you across the other side of the world, and also being ambassadors of New Zealand, the New Zealand Defence Force, and of course the New Zealand Army. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to kick the tempo up a little bit in here now with a piece called Horror Staccato, featuring on cornet, again, Mr. Kyle Lawson. We would like to conclude our short musical segment before the 1812 Overture with a march. Although you will hear some military music very, very shortly with the beating of the retreat ceremony, we would like to end this small segment with a march called the Florentine March. Ladies and gentlemen, Palmerston North Brass and the New Zealand Army Band. Thank you. Well, I've enjoyed talking to you this evening. I'm about to take my place within the ensemble and be a part of this amazing 1812 overture. Right now, I would like to hand you over to my Army colleague, Captain Allen, to take you through the rest of this evening's proceedings. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Year 1812 Festival Overture in E-flat major, popularly known as the 1812 Overture, is an overture written in 1880 by Russian composer Tchaikovsky to commemorate Russia's defense of its motherland against Napoleon's invading Grand Army in 1812. It debuted in Moscow on August 20th, 1882, under a tent near the then unfinished Cathedral of Christ the Saviour, which also memorialised the 1812 defence of Russia. The overture is best known for its climactic volley of cannon fire, ringing chimes, and brass fanfare finale, which you'll shortly hear. It has also become a common accompaniment to fireworks and outdoor concerts around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, the Year 1812 Festival Overture in E-flat major. Please enjoy.